Hey folks, it's Steve back again from the dead. I've been suffering with a horrible cold, and so you've been relieved of crazy videos from Steve. But I had this, I have my Chief Skills YouTube channel, and someone posted on here, Jamie, how would you incorporate 12-inch square columns between every other panel? And there really is no way to do that automatically. You could do it a multitude of ways, but if you just take my example of using a railing wall here, and we just create a railing, and just give me a second here and I'll create this. We'll use panels, post a beam, and include the bottom rail, and then go here and make this, I forget what the ceiling height is, but let's just say 109. And it looks about right. So I must have 109 and an eighth. And then minus 12, because I'm going to make the beam 12. Newels will be 4. Let's put them 46. The rails here, start off with the beam. We'll make it 12 and 4. And then that bottom rail, make it 2 and 4. And then for the panels, we're just going to use this thing I got in my user catalog that I created a while back. Screen porch, screen panels, basic, simple, okay. And as you can see, it fits pretty good, and we got our basic panel. The only thing I want to change here is the railing wall definition. I'm going to copy this and call this screen porch railing, and I'm going to delete the drywall and make it 4. And we're good to go. So we can right click here and just continuously draw a porch and build the roof. Maybe make this a gable. I am going to turn on auto rebuild roofs. There we go. And I'm going to turn off the baselines because I don't need to see those. And some people leave their what do you call this here? The active layer display on all the time. But I just put a hotkey OL for object layer, and I just, when I want to turn a layer off, I just OL it and turn off what I want. Just me, instead of leaving it on all the time. Anyway, so there's our porch, and I'm going to also change the pitch here to say 8 and raise it maybe 8 inches from the roof. There you go. So it looks a little better. And then we want to change the definition of this room. So I just went in there and double clicked, and I'm going to call it a porch. Go to the structure tab, and I'm going to make this 8 inches. And there you go. So you have a patio basically with a screen porch on it. Now, how do you put 12-inch columns on every other one? And this porch might not be big enough for that anyway, but really you have to do them manually. And let's just go into the basic catalog here, architectural, and go to millwork and columns, the basics. They got a square column right here. And we will pull this out and set it right here and use point to point and put it right there. And if you look at it, it doesn't come through. Who knows why? The bounding box is bigger than the column itself, and that's a Chief product, so don't blame me. So on the X, I'm just using transform replicate here. I'm going to move -2, I'm going to say -3 and 3 and move it out. And let's look on the inside and see if it covers the column on the inside. It does. So it looks pretty good. It's a decent location. At least you get the idea here. Now, say you want to put them across the back. It's easy enough to click here and copy it and then flip it about, and you got two. Now this wall here, what I might want to do is change these to maybe, I don't know, 54. Now we have 1, 2, 3. So if you wanted these to be exact, if you wanted to center these columns that you're placing manually onto these, see, you can't get the center here of these. And so the only thing you can do is to use, if you want them exact, do a CAD detail from view, draw a line, center it on the column right here. And then you can reverse that, reverse about, and you have those two. So now you have those two lines. Copy them, go back to your plan, and paste and hold position and put them in there. Now you can copy this and drag it and put it right on the center. And you can just flip this one about. And if we look at it here, that's what you got. Now you might say, yeah, but Steve, they're hanging over the edge. And that's because the slab is drawing right to the edge of the wall definition, and the wall is 4. So we can do a couple things to fix that. The one I like to do the best usually is to just change the width of this wall. Let's say we made this wall just 8 inches wide, okay? It will move the 4-inch posts in, and because it centers the railing wall here on the wall type, and now you've got a lip there, but you'd have to reposition all of these. So I'm just going to say, no, we don't want to do that. The easiest fix, in my opinion, is to use a molding polyline and just drag it out here, open it, and just use your -001 molding, this basic here, and make it 8 and make it 4. Just to start out with. Put 0 to the top, and let's not extrude to the inside. And there you go, you got it. And just click it right here to the wall. Pull it in. And just click here and use this right here, down here at the bottom. Remove molding from selected edge so you don't have one on the inside. And let's just take a look. And that looks like it'll be pretty good. So just go inside here, use your painter tool right there, and paint it. And there you go. And that looks pretty good. On the sides, you can do the same thing. But let's just say you want this one to be in the exact location. So you draw 45 off of that. And you see right here, that's where you want it to be. So I would draw another line, and then what I would do here is click on the wall and hit Control B and break it right there at the line. And then what I would do is click on this wall and reverse the layers. You do that with this tool down here. Reverse layers, and I have a hotkey, wall reversal, WR. And now I would change this to, on the newels and balusters, I would maybe change this to, I don't know, 10 feet. And then you just get the 2 there. Then you can take this and copy it and drag it down and paste it right there. And now it's in the exact location as that one. And then you have this, what I would do, find the center of this room, and I usually just draw a polyline here and find the center. And then I would take this line, copy it, and flip it about. And then I would do the same thing. I'd click on this wall, hit Control B, break it right there, and then I would reverse this wall. That way there they won't rejoin back together. Then I'd copy this and flip it about. And if you look at it over here, that's what you get. Don't ask me what's going on here. It has something to do with the fact that we flipped the wall. So the easiest fix for that, obviously, is to just click on these roofs and delete the moldings and just draw them in there. I just turned off auto rebuild roofs. You may not even want them. So, but there's your every other column kind of look. And I mean, I don't know if that's what you're trying to get. Like this panel here, you may want to just make it a big panel. So you may say 72, space them apart, something like that. And then flip them on the other side and you'll be done. So that's how I would do that. And, you might get more creative. We could also, I think when you use big columns like this, we could go into my screen porches here and use maybe an arch top. I think that looks pretty good. So we go here. And you may want to do something with you got this molding polyline right here. You might be able to add a new one and just use the same one if you want and make it, I don't know, let's just say we want something up near the top. So say 3.5 by 1 and to top, and I would make it 109.125. I don't know if that'll work. Let's take a look here. It's too high. So let's drop it down a little bit. Make sure you pick the right one. -3, say. There you go. So that's not perfect, but you get my idea. Since you already have this molding down here, you can add moldings to it and improve the look of this whole thing. Let's just say 107 just for fun. There you go. And maybe we'll make it a bigger molding. It's trial and error, folks. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm not perfect on this either. But there you go. That's how I would do the every other column. I think you have to use a combination of automatic and manual. And hope that helps you. Thanks for watching.